This is Luigi Tana of
Buongiorno.
Fiano, and he's going to show us a Fiano today, so I'll let him tell you about it.
Would you like me to do it in an Italian accent, or would you like to do it in a Scottish accent?
Your call.
Allora, this is il Fiano di Avellino. Avellino is a small, actually it's not quite, it's an okay sized region near inside near Casanelli in the region of Campania in the south of Italy. Yes, we were just explaining earlier, yes, there's a lot of things coming out of Campania that are sort of
ropey.
Underdeveloped in response.
You used the profanity earlier, but we won't say
profanity,
that.
yes, I did.
Rubbish.
However, this is simply not. This is simply really elegant, really fantastic. I Favati are a very, very small independent family who inherited a vineyard of their own family. There was a generation missed out. There's almost 40, 50 years of history in the making of the wines. I Favati make a Fiano, they make a Greco di Tufo, they make a Taurasi, they make a Taurazini, which is 100% Aglianico and so forth. Fiano, 100% Fiano. This is the Pietramara version. They have two versions, but this is the version we're trying today. Current vintage of 2012. This is, if I can put that down, because talking about wine you need two hands.
Nose isn't, huge. There's not massive.
It's quite restrained nose.
It's
Yes, it's quite restrained
more
nose.
sort of
Yes.
secondary characteristics, sort of more phenolic elements. It's much more. I'd say more savoury style of wine than
Okay.
maybe other things that I would normally associate with that area. And I think that's a good thing. It's not all about big fruity power.
Okay, yeah, no,
but
absolutely.
there's subtle fruit coming through, sort of melon pith and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kept for 5 to 6 months on its own lees and then released. So with that, I mean, the colour firstly is fantastic. There's a really straw hay colour in this. It is quite a restrained nose, but I find it a very, very, very very fruity floral nose. It's very pleasing on the nose anyway for me. This is the kind of wine we drink at the table at home. Myself being from that area, this is what we have at the table. This is fantastic. On the finish,
little prickle of alcohol, but not a lot. It's just there at the start, and then it goes. That's quite pretty. I really quite like that. It's much more. I think this is the main difference between, say, Britain and countries like Italy. In that this would be sitting, as you say, at a table with food, with lots of family around, just enjoying the thing. Whereas here we tend to drink wine a bit more. On its own, in front of the television, and much less culture.
It can be.
But I think this is the sort of thing that would always benefit from a food. I think I can see quite a lot of sort of light. This would go really well with some like Parma ham or something like that.
Parma ham and melon and melon, yeah, absolutely. It does the trick. To be honest, I quite like the bottle on its own. It's actually one of the ones that they do make, which I will drink happily on its own. Also at the table, it's a very, very. It has the richest. It has the elegance. I find it quite well structured. I think it's just absolutely sublime from the region of Campania. For considering, as I mentioned earlier, what comes out of it. This is a much higher quality from it.
Very much
and fun and nice, and it's really good. And you should just buy some.